morning, Wallace. May I have a word?
If it's about yesterday's little mishap...
Oh, no, you see...
I can assure you it was an accident, Mr. Pinner, and I'll certainly pay for the damage to your grocery shop. I was just putting the Sniffer 3000 through its paces. It's still only a prototype, you know.
Oh, I realize that, Mr. Wallace.
And what better place to test out a cheese detector than in a shop with such an excellent selection of cheeses?
Jesus.
But you'll still have to pay for the damage, I'm afraid.
Yes, of course. I'll put it all right. Though funds are, how can I put this, a little tight at the moment.
He's skint.
Until our new business is up and running.
Aye, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. I understand you and Gromit are in the honey business now.
Fresh deliveries daily, from bee to you.
Ah,
That's a
well,
crap
perhaps
tagline.
I can help you get on your feet. I'm having my annual sounding of the Crumpets Festival, and I'm clean out of honey. Can you deliver 50 gallons?
That's a hell of a lot of honey.
By tonight?
Tonight?
It'll more than cancel your debt, and it'll be good advertising for you. What do you say?
I say...
Say no. Yeah, the dog's right. Told you the dog was more intelligent.
I say yes! We're in business, lad! Heads up,
Idiot.
no time for slacking. From B to U has landed its first major order. 50 gallons of honey by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not how bees work.
Hive of activity. It's your chance to show the world what sort of workers you are. You're certainly buzzing with excitement.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're hungry. Did you remember to feed them this morning, Gromit? Never mind,
Clearly not.
lad. I'll do it.
Right, so I've got to feed them. Clearly flowers. Yeah.
The perfect meal for a hungry hive.
Yeah.
The remote control for my Sniffer 3000. Too bad about the teething problems. Still, this might come in handy.
Ah. That's the dog food from the other film. Give flowers to the hive.
Bon appetit.
That's weird. Okay.
Oh. Not exactly a flood, is it?
You're not going to find anything else to feed them.
Flowers, Gromit. That's the weak link in our production chain. We need more flowers.
Right, where are you going to get more flowers from then? Look at the table.
Did I forget to carry 9? No, everything's in order. If we're going to make that honey delivery, we're going to need a lot more flowers.
Right, I guess that means we're exploring the garden then. Do we need a shovel? With his campy walk. What's that?
Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit?
Okay, I am liking all the little touches.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
Okay. While they're missing.
Place could use a good spring cleaning. Any more honey to speak of?
Nope.
Not enough flowers to tip the balance yet. Not to worry, I've got a few ideas.
Care to share them? Right.
Nothing like an inspirational poster to boost worker productivity. For some reason, my boys aren't terribly fond of this one.
Right, upstairs.
Now, where can I find a whole lot of flowers in a hurry?
Right. Are there any flowers in here? Ah, there's some. Have them.
Silicon flowers.
Ah!
Can't feed those to my bees. They demand the organic variety.
The hell keeps fake flowers these days? Right, looks like I'm going out front then. Out front.
Beautiful morning, Mr. Wallace. I'm pleased to see you've emerged from your subterranean lair.
Right.
No flowers in here.
I'm gonna have to nick the neighbour's flowers, aren't I? Okay, let's go into the garden. Or not. Right, so I can look down here.
Awfully long drop.
Ah. Okay. Let's talk to the woman then.
Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flit?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks
Fair enough.
delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it.
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
We're gonna have to distract her, aren't we?
If you don't mind,
How many would you like?
as many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flit.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Right-ho.
Oh, we're not gonna... That's not how flowers work either. Take the pansy packet.
Flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Oh, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh,
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise.
It's a fecking pansy.
And the scent. Absolutely heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
Right. I'm guessing, seeing as that's an interactive bit, yep, okay. Use the daisies on there.
There now, with hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula.
Oh.
Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow team, energize, strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
This can only go well. Right.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Doesn't like bees, does he?
Get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb...
The bees are going to attack him. He doesn't like them.
I know. I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
Yep.
The jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
She's trying to tell us they got batshit crazy, man.
What's she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet.
Let's nick his snail.
Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail.
Yeah.
Have you delivered the message? Have you shown them the snail?
I'm not sure the snail will convince them, Major Crumb.
If she doesn't, the air raid siren will. But by then, it may be too late.
Fair enough. And we're going this way. Right. So I need...
Ah, Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace, I've got something for you.
Okay.
Much
Blueprints.
obliged. That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favourite?
Am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free
These samples.
Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Panea. One for now. And one for later.
I'm not sure it works that way. There's a lot of things that this guy does that... Hang on.
Forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
I'm looking forward to your festival of crumpets, Mr.
I need...
Panea.
What do I need?
I'm afraid you're barred from my store, Wallace.
Barred?
Due to the devastation caused yesterday by your invention. Ever
So,
sorry.
barred from the store, but we'll still buy 50 gallons of honey from him. Socks the chemist. Oh, can't go in there. I'm going to the pie shop. Go poke at the fountain.
Ah,
Let's go look at the pies. And then maybe go for a beer.
pity it's closed. Oh, I could murder a sausage roll or two.
No, pie. Beer.
Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing to my honey service. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the first.
Oh, hang on. There's flowers up there.
to Gabberley.
Gone away! Went to Timbuktu! Won't be back until spring!
Let's have a look at the Morning Post.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Worth thinking about.
Push that button. Book.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet. So, Wallace, in the honey business now, I hear.
Oh, you've heard the buzz, have you?
Oh, indeed I have. It's all over town.
It'll never get off the ground! Stupid idea, if you ask me!
And nobody did.
Couldn't get honey out of a honey jar, that one!
Excuse my husband. He's a right misery gut sometimes.
I'm with the husband. Read.
Oh.
Hurrah, bye then.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingammy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody. You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Fear not, my little cheese-sniffing friend. Soon have you out of there.
Okay, right.
If that's how he wants to play it, then he can stay in here until he rusts, for all I care. We've had our little chat.
And?
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer. Hardwired for criminality, I'd say.
Right, I've got
If
no
it
idea what's
isn't
going on.
Wallace.
You've just been talking to him for 5
Around
minutes.
the police station this morning.
Right. Where am I going? That is one weird ass camera angle. Right.
Well, did you do as I asked?
I wanted to.
You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ha! This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty. They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't
So
have
this
to.
old fucker's
And
got the
besides,
bars.
Protein
Right.
bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Let's go this way. There are some weird ass camera. Ah! Don't want to see his crotch. Stop it. Is there anything in my garden? Oop.
There's nothing growing here.
And whose fault is that? You had a garden, Wallace, but you razed it to the ground to feed your silly bees. Now, you're making eyes at mine across the fence. But you shan't be plucking any of my blooms. Kindly reserve your green fingers for number 62.
Number 62. Ooh. Hey, squirrel. Squirrel's got my tea bag.
Have you noticed? I put a new roof on Mr. Nutter's house.
Mr. Nutter?
Surely you're acquainted with our neighbour, Mr. Nutter, the squirrel.
Squirrel's got a bloody name.
Named
Seriously.
with any of the neighborhood animals, I'm afraid.
What about Gromit?
Oh, no. He isn't either.
What would happen if I gave her the snow? Hey, you!
I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this.
Ah!
It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden?
Fair enough.
Lost your mind, Wallace.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Not sure he had one.